All right. What up, my peeps? This is Venara Scott for KillaKrane Productions. This is KRANE Talk Live. This is May the 13th, 2022. Yes, for those of you who are thinking it, it is Friday the 13th. What does that actually mean? To me, not a doggone thing. A lot of people have their superstitions on it. What do you guys think about that? Let's start that off. Are any of you guys have any superstitions or beliefs about Friday the 13th? Do you have any I don't know, concerns about Friday the 13th? Let me know in the comments below. Um I think some other individuals said that they might get on here, but it was nothing solid, so I will just continue on talking. If any of you guys want to be a guest on here, please let me know. Um You can always be a host at any time or guest speaker on this. We have several subjects which we are going to talk about today. One of the controversial subjects I've heard a lot on social media is whether spanking your children is actually child abuse. Excuse me. Let me give my in-depth opinion on that. If you guys want to start off and give your opinion on it, that's fine. We're going to talk about the Avatar 2 movie that's coming out December 16th, I think it is, somewhere in mid-December it's coming out. So we got a number of movies coming out this year. We talk about Will and Jada. There's a rumor going around whether Will and Jada are actually divorcing or whether that's a rumor. Do you guys think they should be divorced? Just let me know in the comments, or if you want to get on here and talk. If you guys want to talk live, of course I can bring you on camera. For those of you watching on YouTube right now, this is a Facebook Live broadcast. I'm thinking about bringing it to YouTube a little bit later, but I'm building up a fan base here on Facebook first. Let's move on. What else are we going to talk about? Cobra Kai Season 5. Do we have any Cobra Kai or Karate Kid fans? Season 5 is coming out a little early. If I'm not mistaken, it's coming out in September of this year. Usually comes out every year in December. But for this year, it's coming out in September for some reason. And just in general, anything you guys want to talk about? Tonyo, what's going on, man? Let me wave at you right quick. Tonyo says, yes, whoop their butts while they're young, because if you don't whoop your kid's butt, they're going to grow up and beat yours. I can always count on Tonyo to give me a straightforward answer like that. Let me get something right quick. Excuse me, guys. Okay. Handle that real quick. Yeah, I was hoping to get a little bit more audience on this subject first. There was quite a heated debate. I brought up this question earlier on my Facebook page, and we had two individuals going back and forth. I did not get a chance to read all the comments. Some of them I agree with, some of them I didn't. Give this a little time. Oh, I have a little game for you guys, I guess, or whatever. Now, I know that you guys have the internet and everything, so you guys can just look up the answer, but it's a little bit more fun if you don't. But I bought this at the thrift store. It's a record. Many of you youngins don't know what a record is. It's something that, old folks like me, well, actually, before my time, we used to play music on. But anyway, this is called the Gym Neighbors Hour. And I guess my quiz question to you guys is, well, there are two TV shows that are connected to this individual right here. Without looking it up, do you know what two television shows are connected with this individual? And I would say, if I had a top two, excuse me, my little tongue twisted here. If I had a top 20 list of my favorite TV shows of all time, two of them are starring this young gentleman. So, do you know what two TV shows this gentleman has been on? Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. He passed away, I think, in the 90s. I'm not sure. I have to look that up or whatever. But yeah, he's no longer with us. He was a great singer. So, just let me know. Put in the comment section. Be the first one to guess which two TV shows that outstanding gentleman was in. Just thought I'd make a good quiz question for us today. And you guys can jump in at any time. And of course, you guys can bring up a subject that you guys want to talk about. I don't have to get up here and run the whole thing the whole time. Okay, I don't think I have any more comments. Nope. I'll be reading to you as we go along. I guess I'll just jump right into it. There was something else I wanted to speak to you guys about to kind of lighten the mood before I get into the whole whipping your children, child abuse type thing, but I guess I can jump on it. I'm a father of 5 beautiful girls. I want what's best for them, and I try to install the best type of knowledge I can, and to the best of my ability, based on the information I've gathered in my little 40-something years on this planet. And I try my best to keep them from destructive behavior. Sometimes children will be children, and they'll do things that you don't consider right, and they'll continuously do it all over again. So we have to choose some type of discipline to keep them straight. One of the options, and this is mostly, most of my kids are teenagers now, so spanking, not really a thing I do anymore. I can keep that option. And that's one of the main things that I want to bring across to these people who are saying, spanking is child abuse and all that. No, it's an option. And I don't think that should be the first option, of course. It just totally depends on the situation. But it's an option that needs to remain there. It's not like something that, we should totally do away with or we should always do. Okay? So keep that in mind. It should be an option. Now, I just don't understand the logic behind it. A lot of people, their arguments are that, there's a lot of psychiatrists out there and they say that, spanking does more harm to children and blah, blah, blah. But of course, you have some psychiatrists that say that, and you got certain psychiatrists that say it's actually beneficial. So you can cherry pick whatever you want to, you know what I'm saying? Whether you, support the idea or you don't support the idea of spanking. So, there's always experts and stuff like that. Let me see. What else do people bring up? I don't know. I wish some people would jump in here. I'm trying to think of some stuff. In the meantime, what do you think about spanking your kids? Is it child abuse? What do you do with your kids? What are different ways that you discipline your kids? A lot of them say that an alternative to spanking your kids is taking your toys away. Well, that doesn't always work. I mean, what if you're in a poor household and they don't have many toys in the first place? You know what I'm saying? And so you send them to your room and they didn't have anything to begin with. And, that was probably where they were going to go anyway when they're mad at you. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't see it. An option, yeah, this is Tonio speaking. An option of how weak this generation is. I'm not going to speak on that, but I'll just continue on. But thank you for the comment. I kind of agree, but yet disagree, but I really appreciate the comment. What else was I was thinking? Oh, a lot of people will say that you can't spank your kids anymore because it traumatized them when they were a kid. Well, a lot of things traumatize different people, and different stuff affects different people in different ways. I, for one, me and my sisters got spankings left and right, and we actually thanked my mother and father for their discipline when we grew up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to give that little quick punishment to set them right. You know what I'm saying? And I sympathize with those who have been traumatized or believe that they were traumatized through spankings. However, I mean, What if you go through punishment and they take your toys away and you send you to your room or put you in the corner? What if that traumatizes the next generation? So does that mean that that can't be a liable form of punishment for the next generation? We can't do that. So spanking's out, taking away their toys is out, putting them in the corner is out. So, and you can't always talk to children. Sometimes children are going to be children and they're going to be, this is all about me, or I want to do this. And not every child has the mental capacity, I guess, to sit there and listen to their parents and use logic and reasoning and, has that respect and stuff. Sometimes parents work long hours and they don't spend a lot of time with their parents, and they sometimes see their parents as the adversary. It's a million and one scenarios I can go with this. So, the whole thing about just talking to your kids doesn't always work, and different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I would really like somebody who is opposed to spanking to be on here and to explain to me how it's child abuse. You know what I'm saying? And it just depends too. If you are beating your child and it's leaving deep webs and just it's swollen and they're bleeding and all that's abuse. Yeah, I would see that's child abuse. But a little spanking on the hand, a belt across the butt, I just don't see how that's child abuse. You know what I'm saying? Antonio says, your mom whooped your butt and you turned out just fine. My mom and dad beat my butt, and I mean United States champion. um Yep, but that's one of the things, the arguments that people have against beatings. I think somebody put a meme up there, something like, well, you survived trauma and you think it's okay, so it's okay for you to traumatize your children. To me, that argument is an example of muddying the well so nobody would drink from it. It's automatically labeling whoopings as traumatizing or abuse beforehand, and that's the whole argument in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like circular argument. You know what I'm saying? So the whole argument, is it abuse in the first place? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm trying to think of some other stuff that people will say. um I don't know. um it just seems like every form of punishment that we can think of to give to these kids nowadays, it just seems like the new generation is coming and saying that it's wrong. And I'm not sure how these people are disciplining them kids. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying whooping is the first form of punishment. Oh yeah, the thing I've also heard, a lot of parents will force their kids. When we grew up, our parents would tell us to eat our vegetables first. You know what I'm saying? Because it has nutrients and vitamins and minerals and fiber and all the things that the body needs to stay healthy. And excuse me, a lot of parents nowadays are saying that that's traumatizing for a kid to force them to eat their vegetables first. I don't understand that. That's like love and caring for a child. And somebody brought up an argument. It was one of those anti-vaxxers. I'm not an anti-vaxxer myself, but they brought up the argument that the vaccines, the parents force kids to take vaccines, and the vaccines have all these unnatural and synthetic things that you put in your body to supposedly to make them well. However, you have stuff that's natural, which is called vegetables, and people will say that it's wrong to have your children eat those vegetables, which is the main thing that can keep you from being sick. You know what I'm saying? So you'd force a needle to your child, but won't force them to eat something all natural that can build up their immune system through beta carotene and vitamin D and vitamin all of these and these minerals and stuff. So not saying I agree or disagree about the whole vaccine thing or whatever, but it was, I can understand the crux of their argument. That's what I'm saying. Let me see. Antonio says, trauma, man, these kids can't even spell trauma. And if they can't spell Google, if they can't Google it or find it in 5 seconds they quit. Okay, appreciate that. Appreciate that comment. Let me see. Is anything to say about that? Well, appreciate the comment. I just put it that way. Um, yeah, these kids nowadays, well, it's really the parents. And I've seen some very disrespectful things the kids have said to parents, even at the grocery store. They're cussing their mom and dad out. And kids will sit there in the grocery store and they'll be hollering and crying just because they're not hurt or anything, but they're just spoiled. And I want this. Ah, mama, you stupid as hell. Ah, mama. And then the parents will sit there like, well, I'm just going to fold my arms and I'm just going to watch you scream. Why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Um, you're causing a scene. You're giving everybody else in there a headache. People are conducting business left and right, but you're going to sit there because you don't want to spank your kids or not discipline them or whatever, and you're just going to let them scream the whole time and inconvenience everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand the way that they are raising children nowadays, and I understand try some alternative forms of punishment, but I don't know. I'm all over the place with this. I'm a little emotional, to be honest with you. Um, anyway, let's see. I thought somebody had chimed in here for a minute. But anyway, you guys give me your opinion on all this stuff. You guys can be a guest at any time. I'm going to keep reiterating that for those who are watching right now. I appreciate those who are. I think this is an important subject to discuss. Let's see, what else? What else? I think that's about it, you know. Not many people are giving comments, and that's fine. I appreciate y'all just watching. So, if you guys want to leave a comment a little bit later, appreciate it. But I guess I'll move on. What's the next subject? Avatar 2. We can always go back to the whole spanking the kids thing a little bit later. Avatar 2. For those of you who haven't seen the first Avatar movie, I'm going to give you a basic synopsis. I think this is kind of spoiler free, but I think everybody has seen Avatar, the first Avatar movie. It was about 12, 13 years ago, somewhere around there. James Cameron created a movie called Avatar. Absolutely wonderful. The visuals were stunning. They were great. It was a great movie in my opinion. Some people didn't like the plot, but I think it really worked. And it was pretty much about Earth in the future, and I forget the exact plot. I should have watched the movie before I did this, but I thought I can remember everything. They needed a mineral or a rock or something that was on this new planet, and the mineral or rock or whatever is called unobtainium. And basically, Earth comes over to this planet, and there's nothing but giant. What do you call those people? When you come over to, not fugitives. What is the word I'm looking for? Why am I at a loss for words right now? Um, anyway, the indigenous people. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. There are nothing but indigenous people there, and they sent a number of people to act as spies and actually transfer their consciousness into the body of one of these indigenous people. And they got to know I think the name of the creatures on this planet was the Navi. And long story short, there was one soldier who got put in the body. He was in a wheelchair or something like that. And he got into the body of one of the aliens, and, he fell in love with one of the native aliens on this planet. And he helped them lead a revolt against the humans who were on that planet trying to take the unobtainium. And then, spoiler alert, in the end they won, and they kicked the humans off the planet except for a few of them. Now, it looks like in Avatar 2, not too much of the plot has been exposed. There is a trailer which looks absolutely amazing. looks like a few of the humans have been working with the Navi or whatever the name of the indigenous tribe is, and they're still mining for unobtainium for some reason. And it looks like that the main protagonist from the first Avatar movie, he has made a family, and he's even adopted another human which was born on that planet. And it looks like they've been kicked out of the tribe or something. I'm not sure what's going on, but they're going to another part of that planet, and the visuals in Avatar 2 look absolutely amazing. I'm very excited to see what's going to go on. Like I said, I can't really get excited about the plot. Um, but the way that everything looks, James Cameron said that he wanted to try some new things. That's why it took him about 13 years to make some new visuals. Excuse me, dry mouth. It took him about 13 years to try some new stuff, and it just looks amazing. It looks like he spent 13 years perfecting his craft, and I honestly think that it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth the wait. Like I said, I can't speak on the plot, you know what I'm saying? But, Avatar is one of those things where you go just for the excitement, even if the plot sucks. It's kind of like being on one of those rides at Six Flags, Batman the ride. And, you don't go through the Batcave, I don't think so. But it's just a roller coaster. You go there for the ride. So, Avatar, you just going there for the ride and the visuals, and the plot is secondary, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you guys going to watch the new Avatar movie? It's coming out December 16th, I believe, this year. Let me know if you're excited to see the new Avatar movie. Let's move on. Speaking of which, new movie and new TV shows is coming out. Cobra Kai season 5 has been moved up to September the 19th. If I'm not mistaken. Do we have any Karate Kid, Cobra Kai fans here? Let me know. I'm a big fan. I've seen all 4 seasons so far. They're absolutely wonderful. Am I excited to see season 5? Yeah, but to be honest, I'm getting a little burnt out of the whole Cobra Kai series. I mean, how long are they going to go with this vendetta thing? Without it bridging over and repeating certain plots from the other Karate Kid movies. But they've done a wonderful job so far. And it looks like we're going to get that dream bout between Chosen and Mike Barnes, or either we're going to get it between Chosen and Terry Silva. I don't know. But I'm very excited to see what's going to happen in Cobra Kai season 5. I think one of the actresses said this is her last season. And the one who plays Miguel, he's going to play the Blue Beetle, and I'm not sure if that's a Marvel or DC character, to be honest. I know I'm going to lose my nerd card for that, but to be honest, I haven't really heard of the Blue Beetle. I'm just being 100% honest. So I don't know what the character is and what his powers are, or whatever, but the guy who plays Miguel in Cobra Kai is going to play the Blue Beetle. Um, so I don't know what's going to go on. Anyway, are you guys gonna see the new Cobra Kai season 5? Let me know. Um, what else is left? Anything you guys want to talk about? Anything at all? Oh, I forgot one. So supposedly Will and Jada Smith are about to divorce. I haven't seen confirmation of that. I've seen a lot of rumors and things spread. That people have their sources or what have you. So my question is to you guys: do you guys actually think they should divorce? What do you think is going on with Jada? I think she's kind of like the antagonist right now, the bad guy in this whole situation for various reasons. Um, what do you guys think? Should they break up? I know they were, Will and Jada were everybody's favorite couple back in the day. Now, because of the whole Will Smith slapping and the things Jada Smith has said about Will, let's just put it this way, they're no longer everybody's favorite couple. So, do y'all want to see them divorce? Let me know. Are there any comments here? Nope, 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 nope. I don't think so. Mm-mm. So, Will and Jada Smith, do you think they should divorce? Please let me know, let me know, let me know. And like I said, the main topic today is about spanking children. Is it child abuse? Let me know your opinion on that. We can talk about any subject that you guys want to. What's going on, man? Yep. So, spanking children, Avatar 2. These are things I've talked about so far. Will and Jada divorcing, Cobra Kai Season 5. Anything you guys want to talk about? There was also an article that I forgot to read. I've been that busy. But the title of it says that Jaleel White, who played Steve Urkel, uh, what's her name? Joe Payton. She played not Mother Winslow, but Harriet Winslow. She says that Jaleel White wanted to physically fight her on set. Let me bring that up right quick since we don't have any guest and probably anybody's commenting. Please bring it up. I didn't like Jada that much. This is Damon Noah. I didn't like Jada that much. She was a bitch since the 90s, but she got away with it because she was cute and people liked her. Confession, I was one of those people who really, really liked her. Even back in the days of The Different World, I had a really big crush on her. There were some other movies she did, Set It Off, and I really liked her in Gotham. I want to talk about that too, that show. Um, but I'll talk about that at a later time. But there was a number of things that bugged me with Gotham. But it was an okay show, and Jada Smith was one of the things which I really liked about that show. Should they divorce, in my opinion? Yeah, I think they should. That's between them. I don't exactly know what's going on between closed doors, so it'd be kind of short sighted for me to definitively say that yes, they should. But from what I know so far, yeah, they need to go ahead and divorce. Tonio says Chris Rock didn't do nothing wrong if he got offended by him talking about her tough. Well, yeah, a lot of people feel the same way you do, Tonio. A lot of people feel that it was just a comedian doing what comedians do. And it's, basically called a roast. That's what people do, even at award ceremonies. They roast other people. You know what I'm saying? And now it's come to the point, I've discussed this before. Is comedy dead? Because a lot of times that's where comedy comes from. You make fun of real live people. And sometimes you have to be really edgy. I mean, people are still watching things like Family Guy and South Park, and that's all they do is talk about people and their imperfections and their mistakes and stuff like that. So, are these shows going to be canceled as well? Oh, we got another comment. Damien says, I think they should cuss. Hold on, this lighting is not good. I think they should cuss Will. Looks like he's had enough. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my phone right now. This lighting is not really working like it's supposed to. Excuse me, guys. Let me adjust this right quick. Yeah, I do believe that Will has had enough. They keep bringing up all these articles talking about, we're going to cancel Will's show, and another Will movie got canceled, and another one he was working at got canceled. Why? Why? My God. I mean, did they cancel all of the, who was it that Dr. Dre slapped that time? And did they cancel all of Dr. Dre's music and all the people he was working with? I mean, God, it was a slap. Yes, it was an assault, but great day in the morning. It's just, and Chris Rock is joking about it and stuff like that. He even came back and said something about when Dave Chappelle got tackled, and he said something like, "Yeah, I got slapped by the weakest rapper that ever existed." He seems, not that much faded about it. I haven't seen an indication that he's trying to sue Will Smith or bring charges on him or anything. If you guys know anything about that, let me know. Antonio says, because everybody named Mama Soft. Some people will agree with you in some ways. Some people will. Oh, Damien says, also, Chris could have done something, but now it's done and we can move on. Yes, let's please move on. Um, I just don't, oh God, all this cancel culture nowadays, I just don't see it. Over a slap? A slap? Come on now. I mean, we had other celebrities molesting children and stuff like that, and you gonna and they didn't stop their music, you know. Elvis Presley was fiending over Priscilla when she was like 14. And Jerry Lee Lewis, he was, married to his little 12, 14-year-old cousin. People still listening to Elvis and fainting over him, still listening to Jerry Lee Lewis music. I mean, and Will Smith slapped somebody and they're trying to cancel everything he never done or whatever. I have no problem with Will Smith right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what he did at that point was wrong. But it should be over with. Let me see. Oh, I don't see any more comments. Yeah, it should be over with. I don't know why people are still mad at Will Smith. Like he did something super wrong. By the way, the topics are here. I know they're probably inverted. You probably have to read them backwards or whatever. I gotta find a way to flip this video. I wanted to record this on my laptop, which I can invert the video on my laptop. But since I'm recording this on my phone, for some reason it's not allowing me to, or it's not doing it. Damien says, thank you. Let's call it what it is. Two black men acted out at a white award show. Now the world is ending. Yeah, a lot of people have brought that up too. A lot of people have ridiculed those who were mad at Will Smith, saying that, well, you're just mad at him because, he acted out in front of white people or something like that. I'm not getting into the racial side of it. I'm not saying whether I agree or don't agree. But I'm gonna just let that comment ride. I'm gonna let those who are watching comment on that. I'm going to have a separate discussion over things like that in the future. But I appreciate the comment. I really do. I really do. Um, let's see. Do we have any other comments? Nope, 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 nope. I gotta do something with the light here. Okay. So, yeah, things like that have been done left and right. I still don't understand, to be honest. I know I'm bringing up old stuff. The whole Janet Jackson and exposing her breast or whatever, let me see, how did that go? She said it was a wardrobe malfunction and it was not Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake's fault, and he opened it up and exposed her breast. I just don't understand it. And you have female celebrities that have worn stuff revealing like that before, where I think it was Little Kim, and that she was exposing her entire breast except for her nipples. They had like stars on her nipples, and they're like, oh, that's sexy, that's edgy, that's everything. But she shows everything except for the stars, and oh, my son saw that and he threw up, and I was like, really? Really? I just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Especially like the whole breast is fine, but the nipples is disgusting. Come on now, really? I've seen bikinis that are form fitting and you can see the nipple. So I don't understand human beings and their logic with a lot of stuff. Then if you go to the beach and you see a lot of fat men there, and then they have breasts bigger than some of the women there, and then they can expose their breast everywhere. But a woman take it out. Oh, you can't do that. That's indecent. I don't understand the whole thing. I really don't. Um. Let's see. This is Damien. Oh God! And you notice only Janet was the only one who had to say she was sorry, but Justin didn't say anything. Interesting. Interesting. Ooh, wait. Good point. Good point. Comments, anybody? Antonio said, "Hey man, I just found out that Barney the dinosaur was a black dude." Yep, yep, yep. So was Elmo, and you remember the what was it 1989 or 1990s Ninja Turtle movie? Same guy. That played Elmo. He did the voice of Elmo. Black dude. You know what I'm saying? I also heard that, I'm not sure if this is true. I never did research behind it. So since we're talking about children's characters, I heard that Big Bird was a Vietnamese transgendered or Vietnamese what do you call it, drag queen or whatever. Now, for those of you in the LGBTQIA, I'm still learning all these terminologies. Please don't scream at me. I'm trying my best to learn. I don't know what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. Um, just I'm trying to learn. So please don't shout at me or whatever. But that's what I heard about Big Bird. It doesn't make a difference to me. It just like he was excited. Tonio was excited to find out that Barney was a black dude. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter to me whether he's black, white, or whatever. Being that Big Bird is a transgendered person or is a drag queen or whatever, doesn't really make a big difference. But just an interesting fact to me. So. I'm sorry, Damien's laughing at my comment about the man breast. Yep. If you guys weren't listening about the whole, people are disgusted when women show their breasts, but men can show their man boobs everywhere. And they even get disgusted when a female, I don't understand this either. A female has a baby and she's doing the natural thing where she is feeding her baby milk from her body. And there are so many antioxidants and nutrients and things that come from breast milk. She should be applauded for doing that, from not giving her baby synthetic or cow milk and giving her milk from her own body. But there's some people like, oh, that's disgusting. You need to go somewhere with that. What the hell is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? This is a woman who has given life, and she is still giving life to that child by giving them nutrients. She's taking care of her child. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand people's logic with that. You need to go in a private room. Why? Why? But you have a woman coming through there who's well endowed, or well, not well endowed, but big breasts or whatever, and she has on a string bikini. Oh, you be Googling that left and right. Probably watch porn when you get home looking at big breasts. But, a woman is doing something decent for her child to sustain them, and take care of them. I just don't understand human logic nowadays. I really don't. And Damien said, yep, that's why he was on beat and them kids couldn't dance worth a damn. Who are we talking about here? Let me think back. Come on, brain. Not sure who is connected with. I've been talking left and right about a number of things. See what else we got here. This thing keeps resetting on itself for some reason. Yeah, people are buttholes and love being in people business. Yeah, pretty much because they have no business of their own. Me personally, I have enough drama in my life already to the point where I don't need to get in other people's business. Mostly what I read on social media, or either like I check my Yahoo email and I see these little articles or something like that. That's how I know what's going on in the world, pretty much. I don't get on there looking for drama. I don't even, and a lot of people have ridiculed me because, I don't watch a lot of Tyler Perry movies or any of these other relationship movies and stuff like that. I don't need a lot of drama. Of course, any film, TV show, video game that you play or watch nowadays has some form of drama in it. You know what I'm saying? You have to have that 3-act structure, which, strife and struggle and all of that good stuff make a good story. You know what I'm saying? Even with a children's cartoon or something real, short, you have to have some type of struggle, something for the main character to go through. You know what I'm saying? But, a lot of that stuff, I don't know. I just can't, especially reality shows, which I've spoke about this a million times. I hate reality shows. And if somebody says that, they like watching reality shows, that's their favorite form of entertainment, I kind of stray away from them. I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? You do know that stuff's not real. And, that's all I'm going to say. A lot of the reality shows are scripted. And as an actor who are getting notices for a lot of those reality shows, that's all I can say. Some of them are real, some of them aren't, but I have to keep my professional dignity and not bring up any shows or what have you. But not all of them are real. Okay, I'm just letting you guys know that, okay? A lot of them are scripted. I'll let you guys figure out which ones. Oh, you were talking about Barney, Damon, where you're talking about them kids couldn't dance. Oh, I remember my niece used to love her some Barney. My God. A lot of other kids used to do it. The Animaniacs used to make fun of it. You remember the Animaniacs cartoon? They used to make fun of Barney all the time, and they used to beat up on Barney and all kind of stuff, run from him. I think there were many forms of media that made fun of Barney. And I remember that McDonald's came out with those scary ass toys in the Happy Meal. And it was like a Barney hand puppet or something like that. And I was like, ooh, that's just the weirdest thing for kids or whatever. But them kids was addicted to Barney. Oh God, he was highly successful back in the day. Damon says, I hate them too. Reality TV is straight garbage. Thank you. Thank you. God, all of it is garbage. Now, there's some like Pawn Stars, which they don't show that show anymore. At least it's, realistic and it's educational. But I knew it was fake because, well, the place is real. But, you come in, somebody comes in there and what do you have for us today? Oh, I have this 18th century sword. And they're like, nice, you know where this sword comes from and blah, 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 blah. And he gives a 13-minute explanation of where that sword came from and the complete history and everything like that. So, I don't know. You could tell it was scripted, but highly educational. And it gave a little struggle and a little family drama on there. It was very much G-rated, you know what I'm saying? So, well, I won't say G-rated, maybe PG. That's another thing I wanted to talk about with you guys, how the rating system has changed over the years. Back in the day, PG, they let a lot of stuff go with PG. I mean, it was blood and cussing and some of everything that used to go on with PG. Nowadays, it's very much boiled down. But we could talk about that a little later. What PG movies? I guess this is a question for everybody. What PG movies back in the day really pushed the envelope as far as the rating of PG? It was kind of edgy. What's the name of that movie? Labyrinth, I think it is, with David Bowie. And a lot of people are pointing out his, let's say, mixed midsection and how they're noticing that nowadays. Try to unsee that, guys, next time you watch that movie. But that movie was super creepy. But it was so good. It was Jim Henson just at his best. Two people I used to love to make creepy movies back in the day. Jim Henson and why am I drawing blanks today? Tim Burton. Oh my God, I love me some Tim Burton. I love me some Jim Henson back in the day. Jim Henson also, I think he did those Wilson Coffee commercials in the 60s. If you guys have never seen those Wilson Coffee commercials from back in the 60s, you guys need to watch them. I mean, these little puppets will come up there like, have you tried Wilson Coffee before? And then the other puppet said, no, I'm not going to try it. And the other puppet, I'm not kidding, will like get a gun and shoot him in the face and kill him. Like, you better try Wilson's Coffee. I was like, what the hell? They actually got away with this crap. But, back in the 60s, they used to make commercials with the Flintstones and Fred Flintstone would get up there smoking cigarettes and talk about, oh, this is the way a cigarette should taste or something like that. This is a kid's cartoon talking about cigarettes. So, anyway, let's see what my peeps got to say. I appreciate all these comments. Tonio's talking about, and get this in Woman Extreme Wrestling, Ty Killer Weed Breast. Weed Breast came out, and she stuffed them back in, and she kept fighting. Janet Jackson Breast popped out on TV, and she apologized for it. Really? Uh, ooh, Women's Extreme Wrestling. I've never seen that before. I don't watch wrestling. I need to get back into wrestling, not because of this, you know what I'm saying, but there's a lot of good wrestlers nowadays. They're not as iconic or theatrical as the ones in the 80s and 90s, but they're still pretty good. Um, I didn't know about that. They actually got no press because I've never heard of that. Thank you for bringing that up. Um, Damon said, "Yeah, I remember that. I talk about so much stuff in a short amount of time. Remember what exactly? Let's see what else we got. And there is a lag, so by the time that I talk about something, I may have moved on to like 30 different other subjects, and then the comment comes post up. It gets posted up. Look how they dumber down Power Rangers. We went from Lord Zed to Ivan Ooze, really. I actually like the first Power Ranger movie with Ivan Ooze. A little bit too CG heavy, but you know it was made for kids anyway. But confession, Power Rangers came out when I was like 16 or 17. I loved the hell out of that show. At least the first few seasons. It combined like Saved by the Bell with martial arts with Godzilla. I mean, it was just everything that I used to love all combined into one. Yeah, it was really cheesy, but I mean that cheesiness was the whole thing back then. But I love Power Rangers. I still watch Power Rangers. It's on Netflix right now, the first few seasons or whatever. Um, but after a while, it gets kind of um monotonous or whatever the word is, but I still love to watch Power Rangers. I haven't watched the Drag, I think it is the one where what's his name, Jason David Frank. He plays I think he's a big time enemy. I don't know what it is, but they're making a big deal out of him. You know, he's really a UFC in real life, UFC fighter in real life. So I got much respect for him. And he did a versus battle. They actually had him on there. It was him and Scorpion. I think they was on Death Battle or something like that. No, Superhero Beatdown. And he actually put on the White Ranger suit again. So, and he fought Ryu too. Let me see. Tonio, I recall that. Hell yeah, Power Rangers was and still is the shit. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Love some Power Rangers. Um, I still have the Super Nintendo game, which is kind of fun. There was two of them. The first one was both of them are really fun to play. The ones on the other systems, that's the only two I like. The two on Super Nintendo. The other ones were crap. You know what I'm saying? Um, this is not today. It ain't. I like these little memes that Damien's putting up here. These are really cool. Power Rangers was great until the dad gum parents television council put their DNA all over it. I could talk about that left and right. I stopped watching Power Rangers, I think, when it got to Turbo Rangers or something like that, and they brought the little kid in there, and I think they made a movie about it, like Turbo Rangers or something like that. I had a big crush on Aisha, what is her real name? Karen Ashley, I think it is. I'm super jealous of Damon Noir. He actually went to one of the Comic Cons here in Atlanta, and he got to meet Karen Ashley. Um, I'm super jealous of him. I'm making a confession. Sorry, bro. Um, but it's all good. It's all good. She was one of my favorite Power Rangers. Like I said, super crush on her. Back in the day. Um, yeah, as far as Tonio, what you were speaking about the parents putting their whole spin on it. A lot of people don't know that in the second Ninja Turtle movie back in 91, 92, somewhere around there, the Ninja Turtles didn't use their weapons, and the reason why they didn't use them during the whole movie was because the parents complained that the first one was way too violent and gave the kids nightmares or whatever, and it was supposed to be a kids show or whatever. But I guess the parents never read the comic book, the original comic book. those guys were super violent, and they fought foot soldiers, and they were humans, and they cut them up, they killed them, they drank beer and didn't eat pizza. I mean, it was super duper bloody and adult. They used to curse all the time, and I guess the parents had a complaint big time. And there was something else as well that the parents complained about. They used to be good, and then the parents complained about it, and they had to dumb it down. Not exactly sure. Um, Antonio says when they put Lord Zed and Rita together, that was when Power Rangers died. Oh, you guys knew that eventually that was going to happen in the Power Rangers series. I remember it, but I think that was around Zero Rangers or something like that. But I had let Power Rangers go, and I had just checked in every now and then. I was still big time into, you know, um, video games and martial arts and stuff like that. So, yeah, and I saw online or in the magazine that they had brought those two together, and eventually they was going to do that to kind of put an end to the series so they can move on to something else. Um, let's see. Yes, I did. This is Damien. She is a great person. We're talking about Miss Karen Ashley. But hey, they come through with for PowerCon. I think it's just lighting on this thing. Yep, we should go there in another year. Why does this thing keep? I'm sorry, I'm having technical difficulties right now. This thing keeps blinking in and out for some reason. I hope it's not doing it on you guys' end. It's lighting and darkening. Yeah, we should check out the next Dragon Con, Comic Con, whatever. I need to get out this house. I need to get out this rut which I've been in. I got a lot of costumes and stuff right here that are just sitting here. I'm going to make movies and TikTok videos once I get some time and once my technology gets a little bit better or what have you. Um, there was a lot of people that I were going to work with. I'm going to make a video of why. It's one reason why they said that they didn't want to work with me. And I'm going to talk about that in a future video, and it really pisses me off. And it's been within the last 3 or 4 years, there's been at least 4 different people who I've worked with for a good little while. Then they find out something about me, and then they're like, I can't work with you anymore, because of that reason. And it's nothing immoral. It's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? But it kind of pisses me off that one reason why they can't work with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to beg anybody. You know what I'm saying? I have enough stuff to have to worry about anyway. So anyway, a little preview for a future video. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Karen Ashley. I'm going to, if she comes back again, I will meet and greet her. She's one of the people I've always wanted to meet. Another person was, I forget her name, but she passed away last year before last. She was one of the last surviving members of the Andy Griffith Show. She played Thelma Lou, and God, I wanted to meet her. She's right there. They have an Andy Griffith Museum. I think it's South Carolina, North Carolina, one of the two, and you can meet her every third Friday or something like that before she passed away. But unfortunately, she's gone. I never had a chance to meet her. They said she was a really sweet young lady. The Andy Griffith is one of my favorite TV shows. So, God, dog, I hated that I missed meeting her. I was going to put that on Facebook, too. If you could meet somebody that lived during your time that has passed away, who would you want to meet? You know what I'm saying? On my list is, of course, Michael Jackson. I've always wanted to meet him. I always thought me and him would get along. Let's see. Damon says, oh, Lord, nah, I gotta know. I think I'm going to do a really quick video tomorrow. It's not going to be Crane Talk. I mean, we can call it Crane Talk, but I'm going to discuss this. And it's going to lead to another discussion about something I've talked about before. Not in great detail. I think I talked about it in great detail. But I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. So you guys be looking out for another video. The reason why 4 other individuals have not wanted to work with me. One reason. I'll let you. I'm gonna leave you guys in suspense till tomorrow, if I can make it tomorrow. Spending a little time with my family. Um, Appreciate it, bro. And if y'all have anything else that you guys wanted me to talk about, um, like I said, the subjects today are about spanking the children. I think we talked about Will and Jada for a little bit. Um, you like to meet Obama. Antonio says, I like to meet Obama. I would too. Um, what do you guys think about his presidency? I usually don't talk about politics because I just don't want to, and there's a lot of reasons for that. When it comes to government, I'm still holding on to a lot of conspiracies. I know that that's not intellectually sound to have conspiracies, but in my opinion, there are a number of conspiracies that have actually turned out to be true. That would make a good subject matter to talk about. A lot of them have to do with the oil industries and the way gasoline, for the longest they kept it on the low low. They knew that lead was bad in gasoline for the longest, and they kept it on the hush hush, because it was cheaper, and now they have it alcohol based. We can talk about that later. A lot of other conspiracies that have actually come true, and a lot of them that I'm holding that kind of gets me pissed off when I'm thinking about the government. So that's why I usually don't talk about politics, and I try to stray away from politics because I get kind of emotional. And even though a lot of these controversial subjects, I do get emotional with them, but they're still a lot of fun to talk about. I think he did a good job talking about Obama. We were doing good when he was in office. Okay, okay, I respect that. I respect that. What do you guys think about Trump? How good a job did he do in office? Comments, questions, concerns, anything whatsoever. What do you guys think about Trump? Um, this is more of a joke. I'm looking for some interesting comments, and in response to that, then we're gonna move on to something else. Um, just kind of moving around here. Uh, Damien's talking about the government, corporation, and the government's been in bed for years. They don't care about how people care about the money. They don't care about people. They only care about the money. Right on, brother. Right on. The man does not care about the smaller people. It's all about what they consider to be the bigger picture or what have you. Um, and Damon says, I wish I could get that tangerine off the earth. Um, just a little preview. My book, Blackjack and the Beanstalk. Um, just read that book. If you have some concerns against President Trump, read my book, Blackjack and the Beanstalk. It's on Amazon right now. Hashtag plug-in. So, just there's a certain part you guys would enjoy in that book. Speaking about Tangerine Man. But anyway, yeah, the president really doesn't control a lot of stuff. The people, I think that the people who own Coca-Cola, the Coca-Cola family, have a lot more influence than the president does. Corporations actually run stuff, the Teamsters, whatever you want to call them. People who have the money run stuff. The old joke, golden rule, those who have the gold make the rules. All of that stuff. Let's see. Okay, we just got some thumbs up right there. Um, yeah. Um, as far as conspiracies and stuff like that, yeah, I like to talk about that. If you guys have a conspiracy that you guys want to talk about, let me know. I think that would make an interesting discussion. Um, yeah, the elites are pulling all the strings. And what is it called? The Majestic 12, I think it is. There's like 12 of the most influential people on earth. They're making all the decisions and stuff like that. Have you guys ever heard about that? What do you think? Um, Another subject, UFOs, What happened to the UFOs? I hope they're okay. A lot of people haven't been spotting UFOs lately. Haven't seen any UFO videos lately. I hope the UFO people are okay. I think that when Trump got in office and he got elected, all the aliens said, God, y'all actually elected that guy. We're going to take a break and we're just going to watch it. I think that South Park really, spoiler alert, there was an episode of South Park that said that the aliens are watching us as a reality show, and it's called Earth, and they're just watching how stupid we are and how we interact with each other. And I think that season whatever of Earth, when Trump got elected, they were like, we're not bringing our spaceships. Everybody stay at home. We're going to watch this. Okay, no more anal probing, no more picking people up and mutilating cows. Let's just hold off on that until the Trump season of Earth has gone off. Okay, so they'll probably pick up later. um, so yeah, that's where the Illuminati came from. Probably talking about the Majestic 12. Interesting, very interesting. The Illuminati, the Freemasons, all that stuff like that. I love talking about stuff like that. Not saying I believe, but I'm just saying it's very entertaining to think about, to discuss UFOs. So how people truly are, and they said screw them. According to ufologists, aliens have been screwing us. They've been taking the rods or whatever and sticking in people's butts, and I don't know what they're doing with the rods or whatever. Um, but yeah, um, I don't know. A lot of people were saying that UFOs are actually humans from the future who have come back to examine us or what have you. We could talk about things when it comes to physics, like time travel. The grandfather theory says that time travel cannot be possible from a linear perspective because, let's just say, if you go back to kill your granddaddy because you don't like the idea that you're alive, they would say you can't kill your granddaddy. We can't exist to kill your granddaddy because if you kill your granddaddy, you won't exist in the future to go back in the past to kill your granddaddy. Y'all hear what I'm saying? So they're saying that according to the grandfather paradox, time travel can't be positive like that. But of course, many people see it as an alternate timeline. You know what I'm saying? That comes up. So do you guys think that time travel can be possible? We already know time travel is possible to go in the future. They've already figured that out. You know what I'm saying? Like going the speed of light, and supposedly when you go the speed of light, time slows down for you, but it speeds up for everybody. So if you go at the speed of light, that's one concern that I have. But they say if you go in the speed of light for a year, 20, 30 years will have been passed by on Earth or whatever. And if you stay on the planet with higher gravitational pull or something like that, time's going to go by faster for people on Earth with less gravity or something like that. So, what do you think about time travel? How do you guys think it would work? What type of technology would we need? These are the type of things we can talk about. Um, let's see what we got here. Okay. South Park was right. Yeah, for those of you just chiming in, we were talking about how South Park comically said that the aliens are just watching us, and it's a reality show called Earth, and they're just watching us. Let me see. Yeah, time travel. This is Damien. Yeah, time travel is real for the future, but yeah, going back is too dicey. I'm not exactly sure how that can work. Of course, people will be like, yeah, and I agree with you, Damon. If you go back in the past, the Earth would have moved position from where it was in the past. But I'm sure if you have the ability to go back in the past, they can figure out the position of the Earth and where it was, or position of the universe, or what have you. So I'm sure they would figure all of that out. Some people say it has to do with gravity or something like that. I'm not sure, but they say that's how it would work if you want to manipulate time and go in the future. Um, if you could go back in the past, where would you like to go to? I would like to just, not even physically go in the past. I mean, I could if I wanted to. I mean, if it was an option. But, just to go back and to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like pressing rewind on um a VCR or whatever. VCR, how old am I? On something. You know what I'm saying? Like rewinding time and just watching everything that happened in the past. Was there a movie? I think it was with Tom Cruise, and he was some type of detective. Was it Minority Report, where he could rewind time and watch crimes happen, or fast forward it, or something like that. I need to get back into my movies again. I do all this talk when I get on here on KRANE Talk about movies, and I need to watch my little movie collection. Now, I don't have much, but we have streaming services nowadays, so I really don't have an excuse for why I'm not watching movies. As a matter of fact, I need to start watching the rest of the Boba Fett series. I've only seen like 3 or 4 episodes of it. I talked about this on Star Wars Day. But are there any movies that you guys would recommend to me? There are some movies that I have not seen. There's some movies I've seen part of, but people are surprised I've not seen all of it. Um, Horror movies, I really haven't seen them, like Friday the 13th, all these classic horror movies. I've seen most of them, you know what I'm saying? I've never watched a complete movie all the way through. I think the world is scary enough. I don't need a horror movie to scare the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying? If I want to watch a horror movie, I can freaking watch these reality shows nowadays, That really scares me, I think the scariest movie is, what's that movie about? It's not really legal. It's about the guy who got in the deprivation chamber and he woke up in the future. He's supposed to be the most average man that ever existed. And he woke up in the future and everybody was super stupid. You guys know what I'm talking about. And the name of his character was Not Sure, because they woke him up and it's like, what's your name? He's like, I'm not sure. And that's what name they wrote on his little tattoo is Not Sure. What is the name of that movie? And they said it's become a reality show now. Let me see. Got some comments here. Um, let's see. Robert says, like the movie Loopers, if you could travel back in time, it would just be two of you. Damien says, if I could go back, I would like to meet all the great leaders and shake their hands. Cool. Like which ones? Robert says, if I could travel back in time, I would win all the Super Bowl bets. I think that's what most people would like to do the whole Back to the Future Part 2, and you'd already know who would win. But that would bring a lot of attention to you guys. You know what I'm saying? There was a there's been plenty of movie and TV shows where people who have time traveled or mess with the teams to the point where they win a lot of money, and then the mob would be losing a lot of money, and then they'll come after you or try to kill you or something like that. So you have to be really discreet if you're going to do that. Yeah, the Not Sure. Robert's laughing at that. No, Not Sure. What is the name of that movie, guys? Come on, help me out. Idiocracy. Yeah, Damien said it. Idiocracy, I think it's called. Yep, that's the name of it. And Terry Crews was the president because he was the SmackDown champion. What you think about that, Antonio? You still there, Antonio? The SmackDown champion became president. I know you're a wrestling aficionado. Damien says he'd like to meet MLK, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, young Obama, etc., etc. I would agree with that. Just to speak with those gentlemen really quick, I think that any important person, I don't think we will reject, and we would like to meet them anyway. I think as far as like entertainment purposes, I like to meet Michael Jackson. I've always wanted to talk with him. And it just depends on how far back we are talking. To be honest with you, if I could go back as far as I wanted to in any position, I would go back and see what's the real deal with all these I know this is going to start an argument. All these religious figures, you know what I'm saying? If I could go back in the past and meet, Krishna and Jesus and the Buddha Siddhartha Gautama, I think is how you pronounce his name or whatever. Just ask them, hey, what's the real deal going on? I know a lot of people will be like, well, just read our holy scriptures or whatever, but I don't know if they really said that. We can get into discussion about that too. If you guys want to, I thought that boat had sailed, but if you guys want to talk about religion again, we can. Daryl West has left me a link. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can pull it up. I got my laptop here. Let me see if I can pull up this link and what it's about. Let me see. Let me scroll through it. It says time fixers. Interesting. I will look at this video once I get off of here. Yeah, Michael was awesome. Yeah, I agree, Damien. He was super cool dude, very intellectual. Robert says, I would go back just to be an extra on Coming to America. I know, right? I know, right? Just to be in the audience, to see the guy from the What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama. Just to hear him sing, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Coming to America is, I would say, one of my top five movies. I want to say my number one movie of all time, but I have to think about it. And, it just depends on categories too. If we're talking about comedies, if we're talking about sci-fi, but if we were to combine all those movies together, I want to say that would probably be my favorite movie of all time. I don't quote me on it. I'd have to reassess my list or whatever. Think about stuff like that. But there are certain movies that pop in my head like that. And yeah, of course, Star Wars, I have to put that in there. And I consider episode 4, 5, and 6 as one movie, okay? Because I consider that George Lucas actually wrote it as one complete script. Um, let's see, Damien, that would be really cool. I like to talk to the source, not cherry pick books they throw at you. Yep, yep, yep. Talking about the religious figures or whatever. I like to go back and ask these people, hey, did you really say that? What did you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? To stop all this arguing and stuff like that. So I can get it directly from the source. I bring a camera and talk to them. I know a lot of people will probably bring up in the comment section, well, you can talk to him right now. Just talk to my religious figure. He exists right now. You could talk to him and pray to him. Well, we can get to a discussion about that later. Okay? If you guys want to talk about it. If you guys want to have a in-depth intellectual discussion about religion and stuff like that or philosophy, let me know. I don't see any more comments. I had brought up something earlier that I wanted to talk about. Are you excited about the new Top Gun movie coming out? To be honest, not really. Not really. I mean, I've seen the first Top Gun movie. It was pretty cool, but it was more nostalgic than anything else. It was okay. It's not one of my favorite movies of all times, but I will watch it left and right. It's like one of those military pictures that I like to watch. It seems like it's going to be a rehash, kind of like Independence Day and the Matrix. Oh, let me talk about the Matrix. Hold on, I got a comment. LOL makes sense. Time travel TikToks with real figures. Yeah, yeah. Make a TikTok with all these religious figures. That would be cool. Let me talk about movie reviews. Not too long ago, I finally got around to watching that Matrix movie. Not a fan. The new one that they just came out with. Um, was it really necessary? I mean, yeah, if they had done it right, to me, I'm trying to keep away from spoilers. They just kind of rebooted everything from the first three movies and gave it to us again. I kind of understand what they were trying to do, but it just left me just like, oh, it was like generic. I didn't too much care for it. The action was somewhat okay, and then they oversaturated it in other parts. No, I didn't too much care for it at all. I can't really think of anything special in it. Even if I did, I wouldn't give it away in the spoilers. But that Matrix movie, I wouldn't actually recommend it. If you haven't seen it yet, don't get in a rush. There's nothing that, like with the Marvel movies, you'd have to watch those and get the spoilers from memes or something like that. The Matrix movie, the last one, it just, didn't really care for it. Nothing to flip over. Let me see. Any other comments? Did I talk to you? Yeah, I talked to you guys about the Avatar movie. If you guys want me to discuss it again, let me know. Do I have any dad jokes? I save those for memes. So you guys are going to have to just pay attention to my Facebook page. I don't do any dad jokes here per se. Um Yeah, that's one of my favorite pastimes I do with my kids. We even go to the grocery store. And some dude took my idea. Um, it's a YouTube page. I'm not sure of the individual, but I'm glad he's doing good. With my idea. Yeah, I'm saying it's my idea, but even though it's not really. But he goes in the grocery store with his kids, and he does like little dad jokes with every little food that he finds or something like that. Um, and I was going to do something similar, but looks like he beat me to the punch. So it looks like I have to find another little idea. I have a lot of ideas with my TikTok videos, which I'm limited on technology right now. I don't want to do it with my cell phone. I feel like that I should do it with my camera, but I'm gonna have to wait till I have some money to buy some better technology and lighting and stuff like that. I even have costumes to go with it, but I might as well I don't know. I've been debating on doing that left and right. But then, I have other projects too. I still have my books that I'm writing. By the way, still looking for beta readers. If you guys want to read the entire story of The Legend of Gomeroy, if you guys have watched the first 3 episodes, a lot of the stuff you're going to be asking questions like, what the hell is going on? Why is this person doing this? I have the entire story already written. I've always had it written, but I've kind of cleaned it up and I put it in outline form. So it's only 18 pages, even though it's an outline. So if you guys want to read that, and give me your opinion before I start writing the entire book, let me know. This is going to be a complete story. It's going to be like season 1 of The Legend of Gomeroy. And then I have 4 of the seasons in mind of what happens after that one. So just let me know. You can email me at KillaKraneProductions@gmail.com, or you can just give me a message here on Facebook. Robert says, I like to be a beta reader. Okay. I will email you or message you as soon as we get off from here. Yep, it's 18 pages. So it's not that much at all. Not at all. Yeah, sounds cool. Appreciate it, Damon. Yeah, I really want to get this going. I also am going to make a trailer for the Planet Furball and the Heretic Kitten. If you guys like the idea, like it kind of combines a lot of the concepts in Avatar with a lot of other stuff that we've been talking about, indigenous people. It talks about, racism and I don't know, just it's a good book, you know what I'm saying? So if you haven't read it yet, Planet Furball and the Heretic Kitten, it's on Amazon. You can read it 99 cents, guys. Come on now. I mean, you guys spend money on Amazon all the time. I'm not trying to force you guys to buy anything or whatever, but it's just 99 cents to read online. I think both books are $4 right now if you want to buy an actual paperback book. So I will be making a trailer for that movie and making a cartoon for it. I found some people on Fiverr that actually want to work with me and make like trailers and cartoons for it. The reason why I've held out for so long is because my daughter and her friends, they're doing animation now. And so I would rather them do it than, pay some strangers to do it. And sometimes I put my heart in the wrong place, and sometimes I have to think business like. With a lot of other projects that I've wanted to do, I've been waiting on other people, and they said like, hey, I want to help you out with this, and I was like, well, here's the deadline for this, and they give me excuses of why they couldn't meet the deadline. So I don't know. I'd rather work with family and friends and stuff like that and grow together with people I know. So I'm just kind of talking here. Um, let's see. Do we have any other comments? What other movies is coming out? They've already announced that Creed 3 is coming out. I think it's going to be a good movie with a good plot. I can't say anything about it. I can't say anything about Creed 3, but I think it's going to be a good movie. So I'm going to say. So be looking out for that movie. Expected date for that is November, whenever of this year. It's going to be a good movie. Let me see. What other movies are coming out this year? Oh, today is the day where the movie Senior Year with Rebel Wilson is coming out. I think it should be out right now. I was in that movie toward the end. I can't tell you any plot or anything like that. But you may see me toward the end. I'm not saying that I am or they've shown me, you know what I'm saying? Because that's up to the person who edits it. So if you guys want to, just a little fun little project, can look out for me. It's a fun movie anyway. So it's about a young lady who, she was real popular. I think she was 17 years old and she was a senior. And then they threw her up in there. She was cheerleading captain. They threw her up in there. For some reason, they dropped her and she went in a coma for 20 years. Now she's 37 years old with a 17-year-old mind. And looks like she's going back to college. I mean, going back to high school to be popular, to be a senior, to finish high school. And so, you know, of course, that was 17 years ago and technology has changed. Terminology has changed. And she's trying to adjust and become popular again. So, seems like a real interesting plot. So I would suggest you guys go ahead and watch that anyway. Like I said, I'm in the end part, but I'm not sure if they're going to show me or not. So just check it out. Damien says, "Oh no, I hope I'm not one of those people you can't work with, bruh. You know you're gonna be working with me, bruh." Bruh, you my main main go-to guy. You know what I'm saying? By the way, if you guys have looked at the poster for KillaKrane Productions, the crane that you see was drawn by Mr. Damien Noir here. You know what I'm saying? He's done a lot of other artwork for me. He's been a beta reader for me on a lot of other stuff. So I want to I want to take this time and give a shout out to him. I really appreciate that. Oh, look at him doing this little DJ thing. Yep. Appreciate you, bro. We got a lot more projects to do. I know I talk about a lot of projects that I have going on. And like I said, I have to take care of my family first. But if you guys want to help me out on any of these projects, KillaKraneProductions.com is my website. You just have to check because I'm running everything, you know what I'm saying? The YouTube channel, the website, the Facebook page. So you have to check all those forms of media to know what I'm up to next or whatever. Let's see, what else? Let's see. Damien says, "Appreciate you, man. Hit me up whenever you need me." Oh, most deaf. There's a number of individuals that have been helping me, but Damien has been number one. Whether the Joker say on Batman, "You are my number one," you know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna watch that movie tonight. I hadn't watched it in so many years. It's a classic movie, 1990s Batman movie. I gotta catch up. Oh no, I gotta watch the Rebel Wilson movie tonight. Like I said, it looks like it's gonna be pretty cool. I gotta catch up on my Boba Fett too. If you guys have any other recommendations for movies and stuff like that, or if you guys want to work with me on different stuff, let me know. And an individual sent me something. Terrence Cortez sent me something about magnetism is the Holy Grail, Revelations, Tower of Babel, and more symbolism decoded with sacred geometry. Appreciate you sharing that link. You even tagged me on my Facebook page. I will watch it. Also, Brother Bridge Muhammad, I'm also watching the video that you sent me. I really appreciate it. It's very interesting. It has to do with the Nation of Islam beliefs on how the moon was formed. I'm not going to get too much detail. It's by Sister Ava Muhammad. I think it is. Very interesting. I haven't got through with it yet. It's one of those things which is audio only, and the audio is it was recorded live, so to speak, and so I have to really sit down and really pay attention to what's being said because it's not one of those things which I can easily hear. I have to really pay attention to it. So I'm going to get around to it, brother. So, Brother Bridge Muhammad, really appreciate you. If you guys have anything that you want me to watch over, if you want me to read and discuss and get my opinion on it, I watch and read and anything that anybody sends me. People send me stuff all the time. And as a matter of fact, I can make discussion forums for the next 10 years on stuff that people have sent me in the past. But send me something. Whether it has to do with something that you like or just anything interesting. I want to get my opinion on it. And this is by the one from Terrence Cortez. It's from Brother Sanchez TV. Never heard of his channel. It's on YouTube right now. Um, Very interesting. Magnetism is the holy grail. I don't know exactly what that means. It sounds very interesting. I don't know. They talk about that with the going back to the alien thing. Magnetism. I think it's reversing when they reverse engineered the um what's the name of that thing that was in Germany the Nazis had found, and it was like the Bell or some type of UFO that they found, and they reverse engineered and said it has to do with magnetism, and um, that's how they did anti gravity. Which, to tell you the truth, even if it had something to do with magnetism, that wouldn't exactly be an anti gravity thing. That'd be two totally different things. Get more into that later. But I'm just kind of talking off my head. Anything you guys want to talk about? I've been going left and right for the last hour and a half. You guys have been bringing up some interesting topics to talk about. Um, but anything you guys want to talk about? Um, did I forget something? I'm checking these subjects right now. Um, I really don't have anything else for you guys. I was hoping the individuals who were very much against spanking would get on today. I sent out invitations and stuff like that. I might have missed some people or whatever, but just want to get you guys' opinion on that subject. As a matter of fact, it's probably something that can't be discussed live if you don't, if you're one of those people that don't agree with spanking children or whatever, think it's abuse. I guess it's one of those things where you have to get your thoughts together and put it in a more organized fashion, which is fine, And I don't fault anybody who, isn't commenting or stuff or anything. Um, Another announcement, I will be taking these videos, downloading them, and putting them on YouTube just so you guys can watch it and find it a lot easier. A lot of times with a Facebook page, you have to go fishing around or whatever, but they're a little bit more organized on my YouTube channel. Of course, it's called KillaKrane Productions. I will have these videos and a number of other videos. You can watch my past videos I've done. I'm a work in progress, so if you guys want to help me in any way or have any suggestions or what have you, let me know. Another shout out to Mr. Barrington Marsons. He's got a movie coming out. I think it's July. It's called Abiding. So you guys check it out. I think he's going to have a premiere here in the Georgia area. Atlanta metro area or whatever. So you can just Google his name. I think it's barringtonmarson.com is his email, not his email, but his website address. But you guys can check him out. I'm always trying to support people, and people who are really trying to do some positive things or what have you. Who else is working on some projects? I think I mentioned Mr. Lamar Hicks. I mention him every time I get on him and his digital cards he's doing. Um, who else is doing big things right now? I can't really think of anything. You guys can give me a shout out. Any local people, any big time producers that are coming back trying to do some things. Um, hmm, can't really think of anything. So, you guys got anything for me? Anything whatsoever? Um, I think I'll just start with the announcements. I think I mentioned. I don't think I have any more announcements. If you guys have any questions or concerns about anything, you guys can always give me an email. KillaKrane Productions, KillaKrane Productions at gmail.com. My website address is KillaKraneProductions.com. I mentioned my YouTube page. I have this page right here, my Facebook page. I'm going to move this to YouTube eventually. So you guys be looking out for that. I know I've said I've done it before, but I'm just trying some stuff and seeing if things can work. If you have any suggestions for me, um, even if you think it's gonna hurt my feelings or whatever, it's not really hurting my feelings. I'd rather hear from you guys. You guys can send in a direct message, any suggestions on anything. Um, just let me know. Um, oh, I usually in the discussion, people can put in the comments a challenge or something they want me to do. There's only been one challenge so far, and Danny Shelby, which is one of my Mutaquan brothers, he challenged me to do a some type of kick or something like that. So I made an entire video doing the entire routine of my old Taekwondo routine. I was surprised I could still do some of that stuff. Um, but if you guys have a challenge for me or something like that, I'll try to have it done by the next Crane Talk. Oh yeah, the next subject for the Crane Talk, I was thinking about doing. We're gonna talk about porn. You know, it's something that everybody does, but everybody says it's immoral. You know, um, I'm trying to think of some other subjects. Oh yeah, and tomorrow I was going to discuss the reason why the individuals don't want to work with me, and that's probably going to lead into another discussion forum that might be interesting. Of course, I'm always going to talk about movies. If I see a new movie or something like that, I'm always going to talk about it. But just let me know a subject that you guys want to talk about. The spicier, the better. The more controversial, the better. Oh yeah, I talked about the abortion thing last week. Nobody chimed in on it, but if you guys want to talk about that again, we could talk about other subjects again and again and again. He said, "Yay, porn!" Yeah, we can definitely talk about some porn, and we don't have to go into deep detail. But like I said, controversial stuff. Is it actually wrong? Um, is there any difference between porn and prostitution? What's your favorite porn or whatever? Try not to be like the latest man. What is your favorite who? We're not. I'm not gonna get into. Well, we could if y'all wanted to get into risque conversations about sex. We're all adults here. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you guys want to talk about, you just gotta let me know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know, it's getting a little bit, and we have to kind of use code words because we have old Marky Mark. He might be watching, and we all be put in Facebook jail. So as long as we can do the whole Red Fox thing and use innuendos. Oh yeah, The Latest Man. That's another movie I got to put on my top 20 list favorite movies of all time. Um, and you guys can give me suggestions as far as movies. Oh, I wanted to do kind of movie reviews, fun little movie reviews. I'm not going to do it like the Nostalgia Critic or something like that, but it's going to have my own spin on it. So if you guys have a movie that you want me to review or want to help me with, let me know. I think one of the first movies that I want to do that I don't think anybody's done a movie review on it on YouTube is one of my favorite movies of all times is The Five Heartbeats. Love that movie. Always singing. I even have on my what's that? The Pandora or whatever. I have that record or whatever. I keep saying these old folks word records. The album. You know what I'm saying? Saved to my Pandora list. So, awesome music. I think they based it on music by the Dales. I think the Dales help sing a lot of these songs or what have you. Very great movie. Everybody quotes lines from it all the time. So, um, just a quick question before I leave. What would you guys think about a sequel to the Five Heartbeats movie? You know, who would you get to direct it? What would it be about? You know what I'm saying? So, I guess I'll leave you guys with this unless you guys have some more suggestions. Another thing, I can do Crane Talk at any time. I usually try to have it on Fridays. I'm not saying I'm going to do it every Friday. I have a family to take care of. So I'm going to try my best to do it periodically on Fridays, but at any time, if you guys be like, hey, I got a subject for you, can you talk about it live? I got a day off. Fridays afternoons don't work for me. I'm too tired from getting off work. I go different places. So if you can do it Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock or something like that. If I don't have anything going on, I will make a special edition for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So, just let me know. Crane Talk can be in any time you guys want to, but I try to at least have it on Friday. Um, Ooh, it is about almost 9 o'clock. Um, ooh, movie suggestion: Clerks and Clerks 2, and Extra Grandmama's Boys. And an extra Grandmama's Boys. What is Grandmama's Boys? I don't know what that is. Clerks and Clerks 2. I've have to watch those again. That's on my list of things that I need to watch. Um, yeah. I also wanted to do a discussion forum on old nostalgia. Of course, I love nostalgia and stuff like that. I wanted to talk about, since it's Friday, or just reminded me of the TGIF lineup that we used to have back in the day, and I wanted to talk about how those shows actually hold up nowadays, because even though those shows were family friendly, there's a lot of concepts that I what rewatching them again, that might not hold up nowadays, especially with the whole cancel culture and stuff like that. um and that's any movie or TV show. Things were acceptable back then, they're not acceptable now. But I don't know, it might ruin some of you guys' nostalgia. Grandma's Boys is an Adam Sandler movie about weed smoking gamers. Really? Why have I not heard of that? Although Adam Sandler, I love a ton of Adam Sandler movies. Particular Happy Gilmore. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. Um, I don't want to say his movies have gone down in quality. He's just, I don't know. It's a lot of his movies. He still does the whole same shtick, and he kind of works out in like Hotel Transylvania and a lot of cartoons and stuff like that. But other than cartoons, Adam Sandler's movies, nowadays I just can't get down with him. But I watch Grandmama's Boys, or what? Yeah, Grandmama's Boys. I watch it. I'll give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? So I'll see what it's all like. But I don't know. What's going on, Cliff? I had talked about Avatar earlier. I guess I'll do a rehash right now before I go off. Oh, Damon says it's like early 2000s movie. That's what that movie's like. But the Avatar movie, I'm really, just a quick rehash. I'm really excited to see it. The visuals were great at first. Back in it was 13 years ago when I made the first Avatar movie, and the second one is coming out. And James Cameron said it took 13 years because he wanted to technologically advance and learn a little bit more and make the visuals a lot more stunning. They look a lot more stunning. Like I said before, the plot just seems like, the main protagonist from the last time, who, became Navi, I think it's the name of the creatures. He's made a family, and because I guess his family, his children were considered half breed, and he also adopted a human child or whatever, and he's been exiled from the Navi tribe or whatever, and he's going to new parts of that planet which look absolutely stunning. Um, I'm going to be excited to see that, just for the visuals alone. I will be watching it in 3D. I think that Avatar, that's the only way you can watch the Avatar movie, is to watch it in 3D. You have to watch it in 3D to get the full, effect of all, especially with him saying he's up the game to those effects 20-fold. You know what I'm saying? And he worked on stop motion, which is another. You guys can Google what stop motion is. Um, it looks pretty cool. It looks really cool. So I would totally suggest it. There's some new creatures that have come out with. Looks like they combine a lot of old dinosaurs and mix them together from different periods in the dinosaur history. And other creatures, some certain insects that they mixed it in with, took tentacles from this, and then flying dinosaurs from here, and then platypuses from here, or whatever. So it looks pretty cool. So I'm excited to see it. Like I said, I don't know much about the plot other than what I just told you. So yeah, I'm kind of going off here a little bit, but excited to see it. It's coming out December the 16th. When did I say? The 16th, 19th? Somewhere mid-December. Okay, so it'll be a little Christmas present for everybody. Like I said, Creed 3. Creed 3 is coming out in November. So check that movie out. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Um, what else is coming out? Like I said, check out the senior year movie that's coming out today. Check that movie out that's coming out today. Toward the end, you might see something. Um, what else? I really can't say the name of some other movies that I've been in because I'm not sure how the NDA works. You know, when you get on set and you're so excited, you really don't read a lot of the contracts that they have. So they can literally sue you up to $1 million for telling certain plot points of certain TV shows and movies, even the name of it, if they haven't already advertised it. You know what I'm saying? So once they release the trailers, I think that I'm good to say some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, or if they've been released online. So, I just sent me a notice today for a new. Oh yeah, I was in a There's a new series on Disney and there's a new series on Nickelodeon that I've been a part of, background actor for. And I can't say much about that either, but I'm very excited. This year is going to be a lot of movies and TV shows. Hopefully, they're going to show me. But being a background actor, even though I've been featured and some of them I've had a line or something, you know what I'm saying, like shouted out something. Um, there's no guarantee that they're going to show me. Excuse me for burping. There's no guarantee that they're going to show me, but I'm still very excited. It keeps my spirits up. Being everything that's going on with me right now. Uh, Cliff says, did they say how long it's going to be? The Avatar movie? You know it's going to be long as crap. You know it's going to be. But I mean, it's one of those movies to where you don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's you so much into it. It's like playing a long video game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like the Arkham games. They long as hell, but you know what I'm saying? Even when you cut off the game, you be like, I can't wait to play it tomorrow or watch the rest of it. Um, Certain movies are kind of long. To me, I know I already talked about the Batman movie. That movie was super duper long, and it kind of dragged on to me. Um, I still would suggest you guys watch it. I don't want to say anything bad against it. You know, I can give my opinion about it again, but it was long, so you're gonna have to. I think it's on HBO Max right now, so you're gonna have to make a couple of bathroom breaks. Um, Yep, Cliff said he agrees. Yeah, it's gonna be just like the first Avatar movie. You know what I'm saying? Because the first one, you didn't really care how long it was. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be something that's really going to you're going to soak in there. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be really immersed in the movie. I don't know, just as me, just my opinion. Um, it's been a while since I've seen a movie like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been looking for movies like that to watch. A lot of them are just rehashing movies and rehashing TV shows, and oh god, they suck. Um, let's see, anything else? Like I said, the Cobra Kai season 5. I'm excited about that. I'm getting kind of burnt out with that, but you know what I'm saying. But it still looks like it's going to be a good show. I need some suggestion, guys. Give me something to watch. Give me something to do. Once again, I appreciate the links everybody's been sending me. I'm going to talk about them at a later time. Might make individual things. What else? Are there any other comments? Any other comments? Well, we have talked about a lot of crap here today. I appreciate everybody joining in too. Um, it's almost 9 o'clock. I gotta cook my child some dinner. I got some little pizzas I'm gonna throw in the oven for her. What is your take? This is Daryl West. What is your take on the artificially induced nationwide baby formula shortage? I saw a lot of memes about people stealing baby formula from places like Walgreens and Walmart and stuff like that. I don't. I mean, as far as my take on it, um, I'm not sure. And they have a baby formula shortage, but yet they're fussing at these young ladies for breastfeeding their children in public. I just don't understand. Like I said, once again, I don't understand humans. Humans are so stupid. God, y'all are stupid. Um, Indecent. The most beautiful thing that anybody can do is feed their child. I know I'm going off on a tangent again. But I would totally suggest to the young ladies to do research on breastfeeding your child. It is just, it's so good for the baby. It's so good for the baby. Make sure you're bringing in the proper nutrients. I know that you have certain cravings. It might be fast food or something like that, or a combination of certain foods. Please talk to a healthcare professional, a nutritionist, while you not only while you're pregnant, but while you're breastfeeding as well. Please talk to a healthcare professional. I always suggest before you go to one, go to a good one where they take blood and urine so they can look at everything that's going on in your body and what your body actually needs and it doesn't need. Um, Preferably your own what do you call that? Your personal physician or something like that. Um, but yeah, I would totally suggest you guys look it up on breastfeeding instead of giving them formula and stuff like that. Not because it's a shortage, but what you need to be doing anyway. Just my suggestion. I know I'm a man, and by saying what you need to be doing is really an asshole thing for me to say as a man. But I guess I would say I suggest that you do so. I'm sure there's some young ladies that will agree with me as well. Um, we can talk about that as well. If you young ladies want to get on here and talk about the way that certain men are trying to make decisions, even like with the abortion thing, trying to control women's bodies and tell them what they can and can't do, as far as abortions and stuff like that, and the whole breastfeeding thing. But anyway, I'm just throwing out some suggestions here. Um, yeah, those formulas, they have a lot of anything that you can buy from the store. Um, is going to be boosted up with a lot of artificial stuff, flavorings, even like yogurt. People think that, hey, I'm eating yogurt, I'm eating good. A lot of that stuff has a lot of sugar and stuff like that, and has a lot of trans fats and stuff. They used to say that the best foods you can get at grocery store is around the outer edge of the store. You know what I'm saying? Don't go inside of the shelves or whatever. That's just a general suggestion. There's always exceptions to every rule. Um, Once again, I'm talking off my head here. Um, Anything else you guys want to talk about, or um, any other suggestions for different stuff? Oh, like I said before, when I came on today, this record right here is what I bought. Can you hear me? Okay, this record right here is the one that I bought from the thrift store, and it was kind of a quiz question that I was going to give the answer to at the end of the session. It's called the Jim Neighbors Hour. And I wanted you guys to guess two shows which is associated with this individual, Jim Neighbors. And two shows that are on the top of my list for my favorite shows of all time is the Andy Griffith Show and Gomer Pyle in the Marine Corps. So he played the part of Gomer Pyle. Let me see. Here is a actual picture of him on the back of it. Um, he was just a funny guy. Jim Neighbors was an absolute funny guy. Um, just he could sing his ass off. That's why he got his own TV show. It was short lived. I don't think it did like 2 seasons or something like that. Of course, it was before my time, so I haven't seen many episodes of it. But I know the brother could sing. He was a really nice guy. Nobody had hardly anything to say against him. I like to uh, there's other documentaries and stuff about how he came up. I think he was in Alabama, grew up in Alabama. He had bad asthma or something like that. Then he got out the South and he came to the dry area in Arizona or California, and then his asthma got better and stuff like that. So, very interesting story of how he came up and the struggles he had to go through. But yeah, he was a great actor, great singer. He's no longer with us, sadly. um, Jim Neighbors. I will probably start talking about other celebrities, from the past that I have a lot of respect for. A lot of things that you guys don't know about a lot of celebrities. Some people have made movies about their lives. You might know about Richard Pryor's life, and maybe even like Little Richard and stuff like that. But there's some celebrities that went through some stuff, and you were like, really? Like Diane Carroll, some things that she went through in the past, and people she's dated, people who have treated her wrong. You know what I'm saying? Just very interesting stories. I might put a little segment in there. So I guess that's a challenge you guys can give me too. What's a celebrity that you guys have always loved and want to know more about? Maybe, some interesting facts about them, because that's what I do in my spare time too. And let me see. Cliff said, dude, you went way back with that one. Yes, I did. I used to watch that with my parents all the time. The Andy Griffith Show, Going Power Marine Corps. My pops was in the Marine Corps and he was in the Army, and that's one of my favorite military pictures to watch. Also, I could do a list of military movies which I love. Another one would be Major Payne. Is another one of my favorite military pictures, comedy military pictures of all time. Oh, another one which I watched 17 billion times. I even have it bought on I think it's Amazon or something like that streaming, is a movie called Renaissance Man. Please watch that. That is a great picture, especially if you did basic training. It'd be very nostalgic for anybody who's done basic training from like 92 to 2005 or something like that. Because to my knowledge, the basic training regimen hasn't really, it was pretty much the same around that time. So watch Renaissance Man with Danny DeVito. It also has Kadeem Hardison, who played the part of Dwayne Wayne on the, what's it, Different World. It also has, God, who else does it have on there? It's a lot of people on there. Um, Let's see. Full Metal Jacket is a good one too. Man, I'm glad you brought that up. Man, Gunny is what they called him. I forgot his real name, but that is such an excellent movie. For those of you who love the what was it? Luke video. Oh me so horny. Oh me so horny. That's where they got that line from. Me love you long time. I'm sure all of y'all have heard that line at least once or twice. I think that, what is her rapper's name? One of the few good rappers nowadays, Nicki Minaj. I think she did a song about the me so horny thing too. I'm an old fogey. I don't keep up with a lot of music like I used to. Full Metal Jacket was just a wonderful movie. Please, thank you for that suggestion. That is a great military picture. It might be a little bit intense, so it's not a kids movie. I mean, I wouldn't suggest you watch it with kids. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't seen it already, it's super classic. So I'm sure you've seen at least a few parts of it. So before you watch it with your kids, watch it by yourself first. You know what I'm saying? It's some intense parts to that movie. Some other good military pictures. I'm trying to think of some other ones. I can't really think of one right now. Most of the ones I like, it reminds me of like training, basic training, AIT, and stuff like that. Even stupid ones, like it was one with Pauly Shore in it. It was really stupid, but it was funny. And there's another one with what was the name of it? Sergeant Bilko, I think is the name of it. Really good comedy movie. About it. He's pretty much a swindler who's a army sergeant, and it. I don't want to do the plot of it, but he pretty much doesn't do everything a sergeant's supposed to do, and he teaches his fellow cadets and soldiers how to swindle and not do what they're supposed to do. And then there's an actual guy who came from basic training, and he's all gung ho, and he's surprised at how they don't do what they're supposed to do, like the way he was trained in basic training. It was really good. Let me see. But yeah, I can make a segment on that, talk about those movies too. Man, those are good movies. Um, I'm actually looking at my DVD collection right now. Um, no, not really. Ooh, Dick Tracy. I hadn't seen that movie in a good little while. That's another simplistic movie. Danny Elfman did a lot of that music for that. A lot of the visuals are absolutely great. It's a little bit animated, not cartoony, but it's very much animated. But Dick Tracy was very good. What else we got here? Yeah, I'm going on for. Let's see how long I've been on here. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. That's the first time I went. almost 2 hours on Crane Talk. I appreciate y'all. Y'all keep me going in these discussion forums. Um, Anything else before I get off right quick? About 9 o'clock, I gotta take my kids in the morning. We gotta taking them to the old-fashioned yard sales tomorrow and finding some old junk that I don't need. But then you find some old nostalgic stuff too, and some valuable stuff that people don't realize is actually valuable. And then you take it and you get it appraised or whatever, and then you have your little something something here. You guys want to recognize you wouldn't believe the amount of stuff I got from garage sales. Even my video game collection, I have a Magnavox Odyssey from 1977, brand new in the box, that I got from a garage sale for $10, and it's worth like $90 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Ataris and stuff like that. All kind of bric-a-bracs and stuff. So, it's just good to get out the house. Anyway, anything you guys want to bring up before I get off? I appreciate y'all. Really, seriously, y'all. I appreciate y'all just watching. The little comments y'all drop every now and then. I'm gonna do another Crane Talk. And like I said, at any time, if you guys just tell me y'all days off or when y'all got some free time, I'll try to make time for you guys and just talk about whatever. Another one I wanted to do is talk about Clogsdale, for my Clogsdale people. Um, where it has gone and where it's going, you know what I'm saying? Just different stuff about it, you know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. But I'm just thinking of random stuff to talk about right now. Um, yeah, let me get off, guys. Yep. I'm just looking through the comments right here on my laptop. I'm recording this on my phone, but I'm also going through on my laptop. Yeah. If you guys don't have anything else for me, like I said, if you guys have a challenge that you want to bring across to me, always tag me on Facebook. That's where I spend most of my time. If, as you guys can see, as far as social media things, if you look at my Instagram account, my Twitter account, Facebook, YouTube, all that stuff like that, you see that most of the time I converse more with Facebook than anything. You guys can send me a direct message. You guys can tag me if you have something you want me to read, an article you want me to read, a video you want me to watch, whatever. So, with that being said, I'm finna watch this Rebel Wilson movie this senior year and see if I see somebody familiar. And I'm gonna watch it with my kids because I'm sure they'll enjoy this little, high school female type movie. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't act like y'all don't watch no what they call rom-coms, which stands for romantic comedies. Another one of my favorite romantic comedies is Shallow Hal. I don't know if y'all seen that movie. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing wrong with a man doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Watching them type of movies. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm 44, for almost 44 years old. I don't care what you think about me. So I'm done with that stage. So whatever. But anyway, let me get off, guys. Like I said, hit me up if you guys want to discuss stuff in the future or whatever. All right, take care.